Hey everyone, welcome to Friday. Looks like we picked up a couple wins yesterday. We got the 9-6 and did defend well. Looks like Kleinman missed our 3, which was doldrums. A lot of things in the 40s and above yesterday, so it was hard to place, but we did defend right. Managed to find doldrums and Minuteman for Victoria too, so that put us top in our private rundle. Though we're tied with Troy for first and still have a lot of work to do. Anyway. Question 10, or match day 10. There's never a question 10. I'm sorry. Okay. Question 1. Though never actually a resident of the city or country, what ethnic Albanian and Nobel Peace Prize laureate is the eponym for the largest hospital and only international airport in Tirana, Albania? Okay. There is a short list of Albanians and a short list of Nobel Peace Prize winners, especially Nobel Peace Prize winners who might be Albanian. So I think this has to be one of the most famous Albanians, even though it appears that she never did live there, which is Mother Teresa. Mother Teresa would definitely be a person you'd name a hospital after, and airports get named after all different kinds of people, so it makes total sense that she would be named for both. Okay, question 2. In astronomy, the circumstellar habitable zone, or CHZ, is the area around a star within which a planet or other object is just the right distance so that its surface temperature can support liquid water, given sufficient atmospheric pressure. This zone is known by a name that references a famous fictional character. Who is that character? I don't think it's anyone from sci-fi. Oh, I know. Okay, so we have just right. You talk about this. I know that there's been the idea of a Goldilocks economy. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's not growing too fast or too slow. This would be the Goldilocks zone. It makes total sense. I think I've actually heard that, like in, watching The Planets or watching, Neil deGrasse Tyson or something like that. Makes total sense to me that it would be Goldilocks. Now that I've latched onto that, I am totally sure that's right. Okay. Question 3. Man at the crossroads looking with hope and high vision to the choosing of a new and better future. This was the theme of a mural commissioned for New York. Oh my gosh, New York. Imagine that. It's Rockefeller Center in 1933, but destroyed by Nelson Rockefeller before its completion due largely to its inclusion of a portrait of Lenin. Name the Mexican Marxist and avowed communist who painted this ill-fated mural. Okay, well, there are two really famous Mexican muralists, one of whom is much more famous than the other. It's Diego Rivera. I am fairly sure this story is about Rivera and not Orozco, and not Siqueiros, who I believe is the third muralist. So Diego Rivera painted a thing. Nelson Rockefeller was mad. Yeah, that makes sense. What was the name of both the owner-proprietor and, for the first 7 seasons, his enthusiastic assistant on the television series Fantasy Island? All right. Well, it's Tattoo. And oh man, this is gonna bug me. This is one where I might decide to think about it on the car ride to work. It's Mr. It's Ricardo Montalban. And he goes by Mr. all the time. Oh no. This is one I've never seen an episode of this show. Mr. Mr. A something, Mr. B something, Mr. C. I'm gonna have to do this. This is one of these, Mr. Boss deplane, and its boss is Mr. Gosh, this is terrible. I really have never seen an episode of this show, but I should know it anyway. Oh, man. I'm Mr. French, butler from Family Affair. Certainly not Mr. Belvedere. I'm just trying to exclude, like, I mean, it's, oh no. This feels terrible when this happens. The thing that I'm struggling with is it a normal, my recollection is that it's like a anglophone name, like just Mr. It's not, it doesn't really match Ricardo Montalban, I guess. I don't think it's a name that sounds Spanish or even or anything like that. I'm fairly sure. If I'm wrong about that, then I'm taking myself off the path here pretty badly. But I just cannot. I can't get there right now, Mr. Shoot. Ugh. This is one of these where the video is definitely killing me. All right. Well, let's just keep like going, and maybe I can come back to this. All right. Question 5. Fill in the blank in this ordered list of cities. Note that this series is a segment of a complete list. Helsinki, Melbourne, Rome, Mexico City, Munich, Montreal, Moscow. Okay. Montreal. Okay, so these are Summer Olympic cities. Melbourne's 56, Rome is 60, Mexico City is 68, so 64. Yeah, with this long list, I'm not. It's excluded so many things that I might like get flipped. This is Tokyo. This is the first Asian Games, and so yeah, that's the answer. Definitely Tokyo there. I'm going to have to do some research on my opponents to see where to defend this. All right, complete these lyrics. Written and first recorded in 1962. How many roads must a man walk down before you can call him a man, etc., etc., etc.? The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. Yeah, that's Bob Dylan. And is a cool protest song. Song I enjoy myself. I don't always go for like 60s plaintive stuff, but I do enjoy this song for whatever reason. So anyway, yeah, Mr. Rourke. Mr. Rourke. That's his name, right? Yes. Mr. Rourke. Mr. Rourke. Yeah, okay. I'm doing a terrible like tattoo accent. Mr. Rourke. Yeah. Like Mickey Rourke. Yeah, woohoo. All right, good. Got there. Okay. So sometimes do that. Like, don't just sit there and stare at one question. Always move around. I guess that our takeaway today is going to be that Diego Rivera is the Mexican mural painter who was a communist. If I feel like a lot of folks watching this video had no problem with this question, but if you did have any problem with this question, like Diego Rivera comes up in trivia all the time, also very famous, and so that to me feels like the biggest keeper here, more so than the list of Olympic cities or anything like that. Okay, so playing against Mike Nothnagel, whose game sport is pretty good. The good news here is that we can just go look and see how he's done on Olympics questions. That's going to be my first question. Okay, so he knew. Yeah, he knew Saint Moritz. Okay, so I feel like he's definitely going to know Tokyo. Otherwise, there's not much that's in his like super wheelhouses today. If he's 80% on television, I feel like he'll know Rourke and Tattoo, but I don't want to put 0 on it. So I'll put 1 on that. I'll go ahead and put the 0 on Tokyo, I think. I think that's safest. Goldilocks is a little bit of a puzzler, so we can put a 2 there safely. Pop music, 78%. Want to get a general sense, like, I feel like Blowing in the Wind is not hard, but I also, like for somebody who knows pop music well, but I also feel like it's totally missable if it's just not your thing. Like, that song could be pretty unfamiliar to you if you don't listen to old stuff. They didn't know New Christy Minstrels. I don't know if that's very relevant. That was a hard question. Okay. I feel like he's mostly getting the like mid-level, you know, and that era question stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and assume that he will also know Blowing in the Wind. So that can get a 1 as well. And then we can just, even with a 48% on art, it feels bad to put a 2 on Rivera. Maybe we'll put 3 on Goldilocks and 2 on Mother Teresa. I feel sort of good about that. Okay. Well, all right. The good news is over here I'm playing against Russ Friedewald. There's no way that Russ, who is I consider to be a pop culture, just excellent player, recently won Geek Bowl with a team of pretty awesome players, and he is among those. I feel like he definitely knows that. I feel like he definitely knows the Olympics list. Just a guy who would know the Olympics list. I feel like he definitely knows Blowing in the Wind. These 3 at the bottom, I feel like I could just put a 0 on any of them quite confidently. I guess there's a chance like somebody brain farts and doesn't have Tokyo. The others, he's not going to miss because he's Russ. Okay. Russ also likes art, so unfortunately I have to put a 2 on Rivera. This seems like an amazing day for Russ, to be honest with you. Then, gosh, Mother Teresa is super Albanian. I guess I just have to defend it like this. I guess I just have to throw the 3 on Goldilocks because science is less strong for him, and hope that he doesn't think of it, even though it's totally viable. It's not like this is a question about, like, you know, this isn't a question about like hardcore science where someone's science percentage is going to correlate real well. Very well might get some ties today. Are we right about all these questions? Yeah, we're right about all these questions. I'm sure we are. Unless somehow we get blindsided by this not being Mother Teresa. It just feels so correct at this point. So, okay, go ahead and submit. We have Mother Teresa, Goldilocks, Diego Rivera, Mr. Rourke. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I think I'll be okay. Tattoo, Tokyo, and Blowing in the Wind. All right, sweet. Well, anyway, thanks to everybody for watching. Have a really good weekend. We will see you on the flip side. I might even do some extra quizzes in the meantime. I may have some 2020 quiz to do this weekend because I have joined over there the Euro Learned League. So anyway, see you soon.